be extra based and spicy. Motherfucker.
Post full sale build video, scene 3, shot 3A, camera A and B, take 1. Action. Cut. Post full sale build video, scene 3, shot 3B, excuse me. Camera A and B, take 1. Action. Cut. Post full sale build video, scene 3, shot 3C, take 1. Action. Cut. First take of scene or shot 3C is originally 3D. Make note of that when editing. So we will make this take 2 of scene 3, shot 3C. This is a M.2 installation. Be sure to make note of these. Action. Cut. Post full sail build video, scene 3, shot 3E, take 1. Action. Make note when writing the script, if you have these clips and your AMD Wraith cooler doesn't have the mounting hardware for this, most likely it won't need it, and these will be need to be removed. Action again. Make a further note that to have equal pressure on the screwing down. Cut. BTS section. So with this, because I didn't account for my, installing the cooler in my original shot list in the full sale version of it, because that's kind of what I'm going off of here, I am doing it now. I did a X. You'll see it either in this or not. You'll see it in the video for certain. An X pattern under this. I used Noctua NT-H1 thermal paste. It's pretty good. I did actually a lot of research onto that. I knew, Noctua was good. They make pretty solid coolers, at least from the reviews I've read. But beyond that, I, don't have any products of theirs because, well, money. Most of this computer was designed with cost in mind. So, to recap what you'll see in the vid, I've done these. This one will be my boot drive, thus it is closest to the CPU. This cooler came with the, I think, Ryzen 4000 series. It's definitely a 4000 series. It's a Ryzen 5 4500. So, there's that. This is an AM4 board, that is an AM4 CPU, and hopefully there's no BIOS updates. It shouldn't need it, but I will look into that when I get into that. That is pretty much it. We are off to the installation of this motherboard into the CPU. Installation of this motherboard into the case, which I have to find. Bye. So, because I am not doing the traditional shot list, I didn't just make one purpose-built. We are going to just do it like this. I'm still kind of keeping track. We're in the part of the old shot list that says this is the shot of a partially built PC being installed in the case. Before we do that, we have this. This is our I/O shield. This protects the I/O, protects the motherboard, and that's really that. So let's get to it. I/O shield shot. Camera A and B, scene 3, take 1, action. Cut. BTS part. That's all this is. Essentially, if you're going to need to be careful with this, not so much because of the I/O shield, that isn't the issue. You're going to want to make sure after you snap it in place that it is secure. It's all snapped in place like I'm doing here. I did it in the shot, just to make that known. Some motherboards come with I/O shields built in. If that is the case, then you can disregard the I/O shield part. That is pretty much it. Off to the next clip. Partial PC completion. Partial PC being installed in case. Let's move that out of the way. Action. Cut. Screw installation, continuation, because I used the wrong one. Action. Screw installation complete. Cut. And this is a BTS part. One of the things I bought when I decided to build another computer that I wasn't originally sure if I wanted it to be like for my grandfather or not, was a whole bunch of like motherboard screws and whatnot, because I always found myself needing them, and at one point I even just cannibalized the parts from somewhere else if I didn't need them in that machine. So this is pretty much not that, because I am properly prepared with ample motherboard screws. I think this board at one point came with screws, either it did or the motherboard did. And yeah, that's really it. So let's go to the next clip. Graphics card installation. Action. I will also be doing this a couple of different ways. Yeah, where do I want that? This is take one, by the way. Cut. Front panel connection. I'm doing this with a video because this part is always annoying to me. Action. First, make note of something in the script. I already did USB front panel connection. It's an easy shape. This and that. Action.
The plus sign on the motherboard, so the plus sign on the cable, plus sign on the motherboard, that's split out positive and negative with those. You can see the markings on either, and that will ensure that we've got it the right way around. Now obviously if you do this the wrong way around, these things won't function properly, so
Look at that.
if you do it with a reset switch or a power switch, for example, you might find your PC doesn't turn on. So if your PC is not turning on, it could be something that simple. But you can just look out for those markings on each of these cables, and they are fiddly, they definitely are fiddly. You can buy adapters so that you can put these into an adapter and then plug it into the motherboard, which can make life easier. But if you've got a case where you have to sort of force these in, then this can be a little bit more tricky, because you've got to separate them out, and obviously trying to work out where they go can be a bit more difficult. But the labeling can really help, and especially that little arrow, so watch out for that little. Arrow on the back, you're struggling to work out which goes where, because that arrow represents the plus sign, as I said, so that's a positive connection. So the power LEDs, those are the hard disk drive LEDs, those obviously give you lights representing what's working on the PC, and the power switch and reset switch are the more important ones, because they're obviously power the buttons to turn it on and to restart your PC if you need to. So just make sure those are plugged in at a minimum, and that. Sort that out. Hopefully you found this brief guide useful. That was obviously just those connections. I've done a much more in-depth guide on all the other connections you need to plug in to get your PC working.
Make a note, this is the HD audio connection. Say that the connector is labeled. Make a note as well that they should pay attention to the shape of the connection itself. This is another USB connection. You could see it labeled on the motherboard. Make some sort of generic thing. Cut. This is the screwing together, or screwing in your graphics card or other PCIe card of some sort. Action. I mean,